All right, happy Monday. We're getting set here to bring you a Week 5 lineup review, as you can see, right? Kind of says it, kind of shows it. Hope everybody's had a wonderful long weekend, potentially, for some. I didn't have a great week in DFS. Lost money, and my one prop bet that I took did not win. I like to go the alternate. Let me see if I can show people what I mean. Show it. So sometimes I don't always love the prop bets what they set at. I like to when I do a bet, I like to look at an average potentially. Um, Go through and look at maybe an average of what that person has done. So I will sometimes come down to here. Okay, this isn't the alt. Here we go. So if you don't like what this is set at, if you think, oh, I think these are too high, which I think they are a lot of times, I go down here. Now the odds aren't as good. And then take one of these. You see 200 is 350, and if you lay down $100, you're only making 28, but your odds are better. So I like doing that, and I did that with Stafford at 250, figuring that was easy for him to get, but it didn't work out. I late swapped yesterday in cash games. This is something that I never do. My original lineup would have had 135 points. I gained a big 5 points. I teetered with a late swap of having Cup and Jefferson. But just like last week, I didn't have Kyron Williams in my lineup. It cost me, and I didn't have Jamar Chase. This is actually a 10-team 50-50 that I cashed in. Scores were low. You needed to get pretty much 150, if not a little more. I love this lineup. Nakua is such a great play yesterday because people shied away from him, but this is really a good lineup for cash games that this person has at 155. He does have a little mini stack, which you don't need to do. I don't do that. I don't play more than one player. I might try to get off that, but you don't have to. Because as you see with Stafford, even if he paid down even more and went to a Dobbs or someone else, he would have still gotten to the 150. The Lions was a really good play. I really wasn't on their defense. I don't know why I paid down for the Patriots, which was not good. I mean, they're a disaster. Not sure why I didn't think about playing New Orleans. Even though they're on the road, that was a low total. And I think low totals you can get away with playing a New Orleans. So I swapped out the guys in my original lineup in this line, and I only play one: Montgomery, Achane, I don't know how you say it, Brown, Robinson, in the Patriots. Those five were in. I subbed in Mixon, which I really did not like Mixon the way the field did. I think I got sucked into that, and not bad. One touchdown, and he was stuffed at the 1 yard line. I think twice. He gets in, and this is what happened to me last week. I had 2 or 3 scenarios where guys at the 1 yard line and they didn't score. It happens. Same with AJ Brown. I was a little worried about that, but at 8,000, he got almost 3 times value. He scores, but that's the problem when you play those 8,000 to 9,000 in cash games. You need to get 3x or it can screw your lineup. I thought the 2 running backs that I have at the top there were the easiest plays of the day. Really should have been owned in every single lineup and even GPP. I really did not like this play either, but I kind of did it because it looked like everyone was going to do it. But, these 3, I've seen this so many times, at 3,000 receivers and just not coming through. So I could have done better here, getting out of the Patriots and maybe going up there. And if I would have done that, But you see with defenses, I mean, even the Ravens, look at 4,200, 6 points. Steelers were a good play. So that just didn't work out. I'll show you some of my cash games, and I play 10-man. I cashed in some. I think I won my 2 head-to-heads. No, I went 1-1 in head-to-heads. Let's see what this guy had for a lineup. 192. Wow. Jalen Hurts, Mixon, Montgomery, Hill. There was pay downs to get the high spots. So Morrow, I don't know how in the world he thought of putting Morrow in. I mean, and he scored, but I mean, that to me, listen, I don't want to give this guy crap or anything, which I will, but I mean, that's not a play. You're just giving up in a position to me. I mean, this isn't even a guy. I think Juwan Johnson was inactive, but in a cash game, you don't want to just throw home runs in there. But this lineup was great. I mean, he got Chase and Hill in there. I don't love doing that because those are more upside guys. So that's a tough one, but give him credit. I mean, he put Robinson, Morrow, and the Titans, and still had a 192-point day, which is pretty remarkable. So I did have a couple of GPPs that actually seem that I've been doing better in that. This is one of I've gotten a 200-point lineup, but this 186-18, this did have a Burrow chase to Boyd. Returned it with Wilson. Probably should have returned it with Brown. Montgomery, see running backs, Pacheco, Steelers. Kind of like this. I think the winning lineup at 256. Yeah, I mean, 70-point different. That's a real good lineup. So that didn't work out. FanDuel, I played just the free ones. Did not have any good scores. Let's see. This was my best. 124. Thought Rashee Rice was a sneaky play with Kelsey. I ran this back with Addison, who scored. I had Hall, Mixon, but gotten a little too cute there. I could have found a way to get some more Dolphins in, but I tried to skip that game to get some leverage, but it didn't work out. So that's how week 5 went. I would love, maybe to put together a Let's Talk DFS listener league, and I'll put my email. Please like, subscribe, appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs.